Hello and welcome to the British Dapper, and today we're going to discuss, is classic menswear still cool? So there's been a recent revival in young men wearing classic menswear. A lot of thrifting is going on where people are going to thrift shops and charity shops and buying second-hand garments and revitalising them. And so today's little talk is about how you can change from just wearing jeans and t-shirts and putting on something a little bit more classic and changing your persona, the way you look. So when we talk about men's classic menswear, whilst we're talking about suits, jackets, trousers, and the full sort of ensemble, that's great. They still look cool in their own right, but this video is more aimed at people that don't wear those sort of things all the time, and they just want to change the way they look slightly, and classic menswear is a good way of still looking cool when you do that. So let's start off with the basics of a pair of jeans. Now we all know jeans come in indigo, dark blue, black. They come in faded, but the interesting thing is they also come in colours as well. So for example, here's a pair here, okay, different colour, still jeans. Another pair here, these are unusual because these have actually got a pattern on them, still looking cool, just a different twist on them. So what can we do to sort of enhance wearing a pair of jeans? Well, we're going to look at this today. We're going to look at shoes, we're going to look at introducing a waistcoat, a shirt, and upgrading maybe to some form of jacket or coat. And finally, what about caps and hats? How do they play into this? So first of all, let's start talking about some very simple things, and let's start talking about waistcoats. Now a waistcoat seems a little bit old-fashioned, but if you get one with some really unusual detail on it, it can really look cool. And if you're wearing jeans and a simple shirt with that, it can look immaculate. So for example, if you're going to get a waistcoat, whilst you can get just a simple colour, and I know I'm wearing a tie with this, but you could wear a blue shirt, dark jeans, a black waistcoat, a pair of shoes, and you're looking pretty sharp. The other thing to think about is changing the waistcoat, the material used within it. So for example, use a tweed. Tweed's very fashionable at the moment, and in the summer months, linen or cotton is another alternative. Here's something that you can consider: a tweed waistcoat, but the details in the pockets, that's where it really looks unusual and really looks quite cool, just that on its own with a pair of jeans and a shirt. So here we have a tweed waistcoat. You'll notice the detail in the pockets and also in the lapels makes a lot of difference than just a standard waistcoat. So now let's talk about shoes. So I've got a small range of shoes here just to show you as examples. First one is a very simple brown derby shoe. Don't discount it. With a pair of jeans and other things, it really does look quite cool. An alternative to that is something with a little bit more brogan on it, slightly different colour. Very difficult sometimes to match this with darker coloured jeans, better with lighter colours. Suede shoes, very informal, and with the right combination can really look good. You can also have a brogued version, which means there's perforations in the top. My favourite, and ones that tend to stand the test of time, regardless if they're formal or informal with jeans or trousers, and that is the brogue. So in this case we've got an oxblood brogue, or you can have a dark brown brogue, or in this case a light tan or tanned version. Obviously if you're going to wear black, black's more formal and it can influence the rest of the outfit. So it's better to stay with an informal outfit where we're just enhancing a few items with classic men's attire. Then we use something more informal if you're going to wear shoes. Now we come to shirts, and when it comes to shirts, obviously there are dress shirts that we're particularly talking about today. They come in different styles and they also come in different colours as well as patterns as well. So for example, whilst I'm wearing a plain light blue shirt, I could change that for a striped shirt, for a pattern shirt, change the colour as well. That makes a lot of difference to the overall look. So just think about the detail. That's the thing that makes something really different. So whilst you might wear something or go and buy something in a store second hand and you think, oh, it looks a bit old and a bit tatty, think about what it actually represents. What is different about that to other things? What makes it stand out? For example, if you buy a coat or a jacket, what makes that different to all the others? Is it the way the pockets are made? Is it the way the lapel's shaped? Yeah, they're the details that really make something really cool. Now the weather gets a little bit cold sometimes, and so despite the weather you can still look quite cool wearing the right clothing. A coat, for example, whilst it's functional and keeps you warm, it can still be quite a good style piece as well. I'd suggest maybe look at a wool coat, a full length coat. They're great. They can look very business-like, and yet with a pair of jeans and a roll neck jumper or something like that, it can become very casual and really still look very cool as well. So when it comes to jackets, think about something that's a little bit different, the detail that makes it look different. For example, the way the pockets are, the lapel, the cut of the jacket. So these things make a lot of difference. These are the things that make it stand out, look different. The things that really make it pop. So for example, this jacket here, I purchased that on eBay. It's a modern piece of clothing, but it was based on an old style, a shooting jacket. This was £25 on eBay, only been worn a couple of times, and it was from H&M. So, you know, those items are out there and they're different. And I think it looks really quite cool. That with a pair of jeans and a pair of shoes, you look good. So now we come on to a difficult subject for some, and that is caps and hats. So I think we're all used to wearing baseball caps and beanies, that sort of thing. But I mean, they don't really cut it, do they? They don't make you look different. They make you look like everybody else. So if you want to look a little bit different, then consider trying something a little bit different. What about a flat cap? Yeah, they come in different styles. And the other thing to think about is hats. Now, hats are really cool. Takes a little bit of bottle to wear one of these, but with a bit of trying it on and wearing it around the house maybe, or with the other things that you change, like for example your waistcoat, then you start feeling a bit more comfortable changing the way you look. And a hat is that sort of final expression of difference and change. It's classic look, but still looks very, very cool. A lot of hairdressers, barbers, tattoo artists, film stars, pop stars, they all wear those sort of things. Classic looks, classic hats, and they really do know how to rock the look. And this is what we're talking about when it comes to you. When you feel comfortable, consider wearing a hat or a cap. A cap's an easy transition. You know, in the winter months you stick a cap on, looks a little bit different, and I think you'll feel more comfortable, and then later on potentially move on to hats if you really feel like it. It's still a great look, and it's all about confidence. So if I'm asked the question again, is classic menswear still cool? My personal opinion is yes. It's how you wear it and the choices you make that make it look cool. And so it's the way you pull it together that really counts. And I hope these few tips have inspired you to try and think about how you're going to do it differently. Let us know. Drop us a line at the the end of this video. Put some comments in. We love to hear constructive comments. It helps us with the channel. It helps us to develop our next line of videos. If you mention something, you never know, it might be in our next video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you want to subscribe to this channel and see more videos, let us know. Hit the notification bell so you can get updates of when our next video is out. And we really look forward to hearing from you. So until next time, take care.